Greetings from St. Perpetua Community, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Irish or not, there's something appealing about the Irish and their spirit and their land that awakens a lively spirit in us. At least it does within me. My CD collection contains at least 24 wonderful discs of Irish music, from the toe-tapping pub songs of the Clancy brothers singing "What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor" to the soulful sound of Tommy Makem singing his love for Gentle Annie. Those CDs all come out at this time of March as this Polish person's embrace of all things Gaelic, especially my Irish friends who have enriched my life. There are a lot of customs and traditions associated with St. Patrick's Day in our country that are more myth than historical reality. Corned beef, for example, is not an Irish national dish. Its connection with St. Patrick's Day originates as part of Irish American culture. Corned beef was used as a substitute for bacon by Irish immigrants in the late 19th century. There is something authentically Irish, however, that's being revived by many people: Celtic spirituality. It refers to a set of practices and beliefs in Ireland, Scotland, and Wales that arose in the early 5th century during the development of the monastic tradition. In many ways, I find it very suited to our current experience of life in the year of COVID. One of its characteristics is an awareness of thresholds. Thresholds are the spaces between when we move from one time to another, as in the threshold of dawn to day or dusk to dark. From one space to another, as in times of pilgrimage or in moving from secular to sacred space. And from one awareness to another, as in times when old structures start to fall away and we begin to envision something new. In the past year, we've all crossed many thresholds. How many have had to set up an office space and create new schedules and routines when they could no longer go to work outside the home? All students, from elementary school to graduate studies, have had to redefine their very identities when schools closed and bedrooms and kitchen tables became virtual classrooms. I felt I was crossing a major threshold as I drove to the medical clinic in Martinez, where I received my second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. If we allow ourselves to recognize these moments and spaces, edges and boundary places that mark our days, they're transformed from routine activities and commonplaces. They can become opportunities for grace and gratitude where our spirit thrives. The prophet Jeremiah says, "Stand at the crossroads and look and ask for the ancient paths where the good way lies, and walk in it, and find rest for your souls." There are other practices of Celtic spirituality that would help to ease the struggles we're experiencing during this challenging time. Paying closer attention to your dreams and the messages they contain for you. Giving more time to your soul friendship, anam cara, as the Irish call it. That special person or two with whom you can share your thoughts and feelings more deeply. Learning by heart. The Celtic monks memorize the scriptures as they transcribe them. Memorizing a few lines of a scripture passage or a psalm or a piece of poetry can bring great comfort to your soul. That's why they call it learning by heart. So enjoy a Guinness and soda bread and corned beef and cabbage, but consider some of the more significant traditions the Irish have passed on to this world. A spirituality that transforms the ordinariness of life, even in these difficult times, into an adventure filled with mystery and earthiness and a deep appreciation